it appears that the toms are hung up with some hens. It sounds like two different toms. We've been seeing 2 toms and 3 hens running together here the last few days. One's a real nice tom, the other one's a smaller tom. And it's just real tough to get them to break away from the hens, but maybe we can try some different tactics and move around a different area and try it from there.
Dan Zachary knows there are turkeys here, big toms. His hunting buddy, Larry Kirk, lives across the road, and he's seen these turkeys every day for the past few weeks. He's watched the gobblers displaying for the hens, groups of them, and he's even called to them, watched them respond, the same way you see these toms responding for the rather disinterested hens that amble by.
There's hens. There's hens out here and gobblers. You can hear them. Is that another hunter? Yeah. It's another hunter. Yeah. What do you think we should do?
Pardon?
What should we do?
Well,
the birds are around. Sound like there was some over there. There.
You're listening to what is known as overcalling. Too many hunters in a small area making too many calls. Now, the toms do gobble back, but they don't come in.
Well, now what?
They do these pines usually. This is the area that we go into over here. We got a couple other guys on the other side there that are calling, so.
Oh, they're right out there. Yeah.
Dan and Larry are making the calls of the hens, and gobblers talk back. So we move because it sounds like the toms are moving, and we want to get closer.
If they come from the pines, they want me to go across the field.
Are they on the other side? It sounds like they're right down there.
Over the top of this.
Okay, where do you want me to?
why don't we set up over here?
Okay, I'll sit right behind here in the pines. You can swing around here, John, and I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down right under this branch right here. That's right. I'm going to get right down here. Use this for a screen. Put my gun over the top of this branch. Screen this up a little bit. Oh, and if they pop up over the hill, it's going to be exciting. Okay, you can hear the gobblers. They're right across this field here. Okay, that's Dan. I think that was Dan. Dan and Larry are calling right back in here for me. There's some other hunters right outside of these woods, down in these small pines. They're calling too. And there's hot gobblers, several of them, right in this area. So I'm going to lay down here. Should I hide behind this little branch? I'm going to shoot under the branch, I think.
The decoy will distract a gobbler, and I'll only need to move my trigger finger once.
It sounds like they're moving around up ahead of us. We're going to work around behind us to the end of this pine plantation and set up in an open field and try to head them off.
Well, these hunters down here are just striking out.
Right.
I mean, it sounds
calling right now.
Yeah. They're calling a lot, and the birds are moving around, which is good for us.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll...
all of us hunters might meet right up at the end of this. So we better get moving now.
We'll set up behind another hill closer to the turkeys. The plastic decoy is set where an approaching tom can see it. He'll move towards it, and it'll distract his eyes away from us, or at least that's the plan.
Where do you suppose they are right now? Where's your guess?
Just see those trees right at the top of the hill?
Yeah.
Just up above there.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's another gobbler working over here to the west of us, so...
Well, this is our third setup. 35 minutes. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Now, where do you want me to lay?
Right in here someplace.
Okay.
Where we...
Okay, I'll just get underneath this little tree here. Oh, a little more moisture down here. That's where this Gore-Tex suit comes in handy. Oh, this will be perfect. This will be absolutely perfect.
With my hood pulled down, my cheek on the gun stock, a gobbler that comes into the decoy, attracted by the call, will never even see me blink. Some of our calls come from this slate. When that doesn't work, Dan uses the diaphragm call in his mouth. No luck. They might prefer the sound of the box call. Well, it's not doing the trick now, but the box call usually gets results if anything is going to work. After an hour, we decide it's time to pull up stakes and change our tactics. We head to new territory in the woods where there aren't other hunters, at least for now. Dan has scouted this area numerous times before the season. He knows turkeys come through here on a regular basis. We see the scrapings in the leaves where they've scratched the ground looking for food, for acorns, one of their favorites. The ground is torn up all over this area. Probably a good-sized flock hangs out here. Moments later, Dan discovers the start of a turkey nest.
You're here, Fred.
Look at that. So this is how the nest begins. Isn't that the darndest thing? What do they put in here?
Debris and so forth.
Is that, I wonder if this is put in here or if this is just scraped up.
Hard to tell there. They haven't laid the nest completely yet, so it'll be a while before she starts nesting.
So this is the beginning of the wild turkey nest. She'll put how many eggs in there? You know?
14, Fred, 14.
But it's just sitting here out in the open, basically, next to a tree with this little thing hanging over. And right now that hen is out with a tom.
Well, that can be a problem sometimes. Usually when a gobbler has hens with him, he can be a bit difficult to bring in with a call. But the first task is to locate these birds. If they won't come to you, you can determine which way they're moving and try to intercept them by calling them and getting them to answer. A tom turkey is often a sucker for a call, and he'll at least answer back. That was opening day last year. And here's the second day, late afternoon. John Ford and I weren't calling. We were just watching the woods along the edge of a clearing. That bird took off, and I had to chase him. He literally ran like a chicken with its head cut off. But I got him.
I tell you, you got to work for these critters. Oh, but okay, here's the beard. Everybody wants to know about the beard. Not very long, couple inches. Oh, man. And how much does it weigh? I don't know, about 40, 50 pounds, I think. Oh, well, that concludes turkey season. Man, 2 days. Rough 2 days.
Well, last year I was lucky. This year I didn't even draw a permit, but John Ford did. So I'll run the camera next week, and hopefully John will be carrying a bird.